Welcome, Leo. This is your monthly reading for the month of May 2021, and I will be using the Fairy Lights Tarot deck and as well as the Wisdom of Oracle, and I will be using the Celtic crossbread. So let's see what is in store for you, Leos. Okay, so in your current energies, we have the Nine of Swords. So something is worrying you, something's keeping you up at night, maybe causing a lot of insecurities, a lot of helpless, hopeless thoughts. There's a lot of anxiety, and it's disrupting your flow, your energy, and it's kind of taking a toll on you and your mental energy, and it's taking a toll. And I feel like with the Five of Cups crossing you, or crossing that energy of the Nine of Swords, it is grieving. You're grieving something. You're grieving something that meant a lot to you, something that you wanted to work out, or something that didn't completely work out the way that you wanted it to work out. And with the Five of Cups, it's like you're looking at the three cups that are spilt, but not looking at the two cups that are still left behind. So it's just letting that energy kind of take over the sadness and the grief caused by whatever happened or whatever is happening to come over you and keep you up, to have negative thoughts and overthinking, worrying, playing over this scenario in your head over and over and over again. And in your conscious, you have your the Two of Cups, which is about a connection to yourself, balancing those masculine, feminine energies, kind of being more in tune with yourself, or this could be connecting to someone else that you feel very strongly towards. You feel a very strong bond towards this person, whether it's a family member, it's a loved one, a romantic person, or friendship, or a business. Feeling very inspired by this person and having them on your mind, maybe interacting with them in your world or thinking about them. Maybe these thoughts are about them and what's going on with you, what's going to happen, what happened in the past. And a really deep spiritual connection that is teaching you about your emotional well-being, your values, and your intentions, and your belief system. In your past, you have the Three of Wands, so collaborating with somebody or a group of people, maybe on a project or a community-based thing that you decided to work on together, building something and it's in the beginning stages. So maybe you've started co-creating with others to stabilize something in your community, in your household, in your friend group, within your hobbies, or something that and I'm also seeing maybe there's like a third party interfering And that's why you're crying and you're feeling sad about these 3 cups, because there was maybe an interference in something that you were trying to build with another person or a group of people that there was a third party, and that could mean anything. That could mean another person getting in the way or putting in their opinion, or just disrupting the flow of a project or a relationship. And that third party could also be like family, coming in, or like something just getting in the way. It could be children, it could be your kids, it could be problems or thoughts or opinions or work getting in the way, something disrupting the flow between another or two people. So it could be either or, but I see a lot of 3s. In your conscious thought, or in your subconscious thought, you have 3 of Cups. So this is telling me that you are wanting to celebrate, that there is a collaboration of, and a celebration of friendship, of life, of living and learning together, and wanting to, and letting that impact you. Leo, I see Yeah, I do see something like a third party, and whether that's a human, another human, or something, or someone or something getting in the way of you working towards a goal with another person. I see it interrupting, and I feel like you're looking at ways on how to collaborate with it, or work with it. Like, can I work with this, instead of you know wanting it to just be me and that person, or working towards a common ground. And then in your near future, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So really taking your time with making steps towards a goal that will create the stability, back to the 3 of Pentacles. So maybe there is a project or an outcome, or a desire that you are wanting to fulfill, and you are looking at how to approach it methodically and analyzing each step, and being really careful and slow with your movements, because you know that if you do rush into this situation or make any impulsive decisions, that it might not serve you, and you know that taking time and effort towards it, to try and figure it out, to try and figure out your role in it, your part, your contribution, how, and like your values and your ethics, and building up on those, and like mastering them, and using your skills and using them wisely to get to where you want to go. And then I see in your current energy here with this is you, this is your card, the Queen of Swords. It's an energy of really being logical, thinking rationally, being really fair, looking at all of the aspects to, and all the elements of a situation that you are considering or that you're judging. I feel like you're trying to make a decision wisely. That is one, you're trying to balance your emotions, but you're also thinking, what is the best way to approach this? How do I do this tactfully? How do I do this skillfully? How do I do this like with diplomacy? Diplomacy, yeah. How how do I create fairness? Like, what's fair? What is really fair in this situation? Like, am I being fair? Is everyone else involved being fair? And I see that maybe I feel like you're really trying to look at the truth of like people's behaviors and actions towards you, because they don't seem to be adding up right. Because you have the Devil card in your external atmosphere, your external world. And the Devil card in that position could represent this could be, yeah, someone else's energy or a group of people's energies, or the world around you. The environment around you could be not serving you. It could be engaging you in unhelpful thinking patterns, unhelpful habits, things you may be approaching or be tempted to go into a situation that you know doesn't serve you, or that you know deep down isn't what you believe in, isn't part of your values. It doesn't serve your long-term goals. And you're thinking about, it's really, I feel like it's really tempting you to maybe engage in arguments, or overthinking or overindulging in habits or addictions or relationships that don't help you think clearly, that kind of skew your perception, that kind of blind you from seeing the truth. So I see you really trying to figure that out, and what is true for you in your hopes and dreams. I feel like you really want to come to a conclusion in something. I think you want to finish something up. You want to wrap up a cycle. You are hoping to gain wisdom from this and let it teach you something. You want to graduate from it. You want to level up and become a better version of yourself. It's like you're at this point where you're done with a situation and you're just wanting it to come to a completion. And your fear is like, how is this going to come into completion? How is this going to end? How are my actions going to play out in the situation? What's going to happen to everyone else involved? Am I going to get what I want? And there's also a fear of moving on from it, a fear of changing when something ends. It's like you have to move into a new version of yourself, a wiser, more self-responsible, self-accountable version of yourself, one that's growing. And then with that, you are fearing the work or the losses that you may feel or that may happen if you remove yourself, or if you just agree and accept the lesson that the universe is trying to teach you right now, that you are trying to teach yourself. And yeah, so it's painful moving away from something that has served its purpose. And I see you hoping for that, hoping to move forward, moving out of a situation or getting to the next level of it, understanding yourself better, understanding your perspective, your dreams, your desires, your values, your intentions towards yourself, towards others. Like, how do you respect yourself in this situation, and how do you respect others in this situation? Because we are all human, and I think that you're really trying to see the truth about everything involved, especially yourself, the things that you may have been enabling in other people, or that you may have been causing in other people's situations that aren't helpful. And with the Three of Wands in your outcome position, I see you moving towards the long term, thinking about the long term, manifesting that, focusing your energies towards hoping for a better outcome. I don't necessarily see you moving forward or taking action into something, but I see you waiting and hoping for the outcome that you want, hoping that everything will work out and believing that the energy and the work that you've been putting into a situation is going to pay off, and you're just waiting for it to be returned, all the effort and the energy and the time and the work that you've put into it, into this vision that you see in a long-term aspect. Yeah. Cool. All right, Leo. Let's get some cards for you from the Oracle of Wisdom. All right, serendipity. Just wanted to fly out. Serendipity. So, believing in what's to come, believing that everything happens for a reason, letting life teach you what it wants to teach you, seeing life through a lens of learning and appreciating that I needed to go through this. I needed to see that. I needed to be a part of that. I needed to come to that conclusion so that I could move to the next level in my awareness and my spiritual abilities, in my growth and my efforts. I think that you're on a path of really recognizing that life has a funny way of teaching us things that we want to learn, but are not really sure of how it's going to be taught to us or how we're going to learn it or develop those skills to carry on with. Yeah, and I think that you're really coming into a place of acceptance, wanting to surrender to life and take it for how it is, not really making any decisions, just weighing things out right now and seeing where everything falls, and also appreciating the truth that you're seeing and the truths that are meaningful for you and what's true for you, and really letting that sink in and letting life give you back instead of trying to force a situation. I feel like you're just weighing it right now and letting yourself feel everything that comes up and looking at it. All right. Thanks, Leo. I hope you enjoyed that. I really appreciate you tuning in and, spending time with me. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Until then, peace and love.